There is a good chance that Diddy could be eating dinner at his home tonight, a free man. And that's because an appeals court is now hearing the review of the trial in which Diddy was convicted of violating the Mann Act.
First photos of Diddy at the Fort Dix Federal Correctional Institution in South Jersey surfaced on TMZ over the weekend. In one, Diddy is smiling in his gray knit cap, looking happy and relaxed. Fort Dix is a minimum security facility. He's not in general population, but in a special housing area for inmates in drug treatment programs.
Diddy running the jail, man. He running the spot.
Right. According to you, the inmates are fighting over making his bed.
Yep. Well, really, according to Lisa Evers, I want to give her credit.
People are starting to ask if Diddy's prison sentence was truly a delivery of the highest standards of justice or a staycation with bars on the windows. Because information hitting the tabloids is that he's been living his best life since he got incarcerated. Personalized meals, access to private spaces, cleaning services, recreation, you name it. And as if all of those weren't enough, word just got on the streets from an alleged prison guard working in Fort Dix, where Diddy is being held, that the freak-offs never actually stopped. Close sources to the situation are reporting that not only has Diddy been paying security to have unlimited access to commissary, he has also been reportedly slipping some change to inmates to keep the party going, if you know what I mean. Cleaning up his cell, doing his laundry, and making his bed. Sources claim that that's just about the least of the star treatment he's been getting behind bars.
P. Diddy has seemingly made some friends on the inside, and apparently they're doing his dirty work for him. New reports suggest that fellow Brooklyn inmates have been keeping Diddy's jail cell clean and pristine, even making the bed for him. And that's not all. There are also reports that other inmates are making Diddy snacks and allowing him to use their phone accounts to make his call.
A couple months ago, TMZ reported that he was caught for getting high on toilet wine.
Diddy was caught drinking alcohol behind bars. It is a prison no-no. And there were apparently steps taken initially to move him. We don't know if the plan was to move him just to another part of Fort Dix, or maybe move him out of Fort Dix entirely. We don't know. But he was caught drinking, and we know this because we have some sources inside the prison as well as outside.
Contrary to the name, this alcoholic mixture isn't necessarily made in a toilet bowl as the name might imply, but its level of intoxication far supersedes that of actual wine. It is made from a combination of fruits, sugar, and water fermented over long periods of time. The longer, the stronger. Now, for someone who used to own a top premium alcoholic brand, Ciroc, drinking toilet wine is a far fall from grace. But when you take a closer look into the situation, managing to still get intoxicated while behind bars is a luxury, because alcohol or alcoholic content is considered contraband. But according to word from sources, Diddy isn't getting any heat whatsoever from repeatedly doing this, allegedly. And from the information reaching us, that's not the only thing that he's getting off the hook for. Sources are alleging that the freak-offs never stopped, it only changed in size and location. We all heard that audio recording of what was supposedly Diddy and Meek Mill going at it. It allegedly happened after that birthday party that Diddy threw for Meek Mill. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, claimed that he overheard Meek and Diddy going at it after the show ended, so he pressed that record button. And the next morning, when the hotel came in for a cleanup, reports say that they found the room in total chaos. Used rubber bands, baby oil all over the furniture, and blood on the sheets.
They say they found loads of razor blades. They said that the sheets were bloody, nasty. They found a whole lot of used. And it was a Diddy party, giving in Meek Mill's honor for his birthday. I was like, yo, wow. They said it was disgusting the way that they left the place. So I know they got hit with another bill on top of that 25.
Right now, reports claim that despite the images of Diddy that have been circulating, the smiling faces, hanging out amicably with other inmates, taking on gardening, social services, and the likes, Diddy's predatory behavior allegedly continue behind bars. While none of this has been officially documented yet, the streets say talking, and confinement does not equate to change. From what has been repeatedly mentioned in the media about Diddy being on the DL, behavior experts have analyzed that with Puffy, it wasn't just about his preferences, it was about his ego too. Reports claim that Diddy enjoyed the art of psychological domination. That's what allegedly happened when he got people like,
"Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah."
Yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshkash goosmash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf, the smooshmash. Diddy. Yeah, son.
Raisha Gray, YK Osiris, Usher, and many others pinned under his control. That's why he wanted to take 50 Cent shopping.
Heidi's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something.
That's why he asked Terrence Howard over on the pretense of hiring him as an acting coach, only to later on relay to the Empire superstar via his assistant that he wanted to get in bed with him.
So then my assistant was like, you know, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to f you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it.
All of this is proof of predatory behavior, and according to sources in confined spaces like a cell or a jailhouse, behavior like this only gets worse. So right now, toilet wine is just about the least of it. Word is that Diddy stays dominating the jailhouse at Fort Dix, reportedly buying people over with money, power, and influence. Sources are putting the pieces together and wondering if this could be the reason why his life was allegedly threatened in recent times. In case y'all didn't hear about it, a couple months ago, a report came in that Diddy woke up to a weapon pressed to his throat, and he could have lost his life if a correction officer didn't walk in at the right moment.
Because, you know, in other news, other New York news, Diddy almost lost his life behind bars. This was revealed in court by Brian Steele, his attorney. Yeah, somebody attempted to stab him in his throat.
This was one of the reasons why he had to be moved to another facility. However, individuals close to the situation are singing a different tune about what really went down. The word on the streets is that Diddy tried to continue the Puffy flavored freak offs at MDC where he was initially detained, but the inmates allegedly didn't like the idea so much, so they decided to do something about it. Although former fans who have been watching the situation closely swear that the quote-unquote threat on his life was just a strategy to move him to a low security facility. Whether or not that is true, one thing's for sure, and it is that whatever strategies Diddy's team have been using over the months has been working, because the word on the tabloids is that he might be walking home free pretty soon. All charges dropped, all allegations cleared, and all time served.
His defense lawyers are making two arguments that could sway these judges and make them overturn the conviction.
The public hasn't taken too kindly to this recent development, but for a man like Diddy, with ties and connections, which some say climb all the way to Jeffrey Epstein's, right now, more information is still being gathered, but let's see what a couple of people had to say about the ongoing situation. This person wrote, "Diddy will Diddy everywhere Diddy goes," while another individual angrily retorted, "Diddy is making a mockery of the correctional system. He should be in isolation all by himself." Another comment that ties back into Diddy's life before jail goes, "He threatens powerful celebrities. You don't think he'll have people at inmates' family houses?" And finally, looking at things from a witty angle, this commenter said, "The commissary store sales on baby oil went up 1,000%. In whatever manner you might be taking this information in, we would like to know what your thoughts and opinions are about it. So please leave them down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and watch this next video because things get even messier.